All right, so inside this video, we're going to dive into 7 must-know Facebook profile tips. And these tips are going to be things that you can execute on straight after this video. And these are going to be things that are going to help you set your profile up for success. It's going to help you with actually generating conversations and leads and ultimately clients for your online fitness business. So if you're a personal trainer looking to get started online, or maybe you've got some clients and you want to get more and you want to leverage Facebook, then this is the video for you. And inside this video, I'm going to show you as well one of the strategies I use for starting conversations, building relationships, and getting clients. So stick with me until the end. Let's get into it. All right, let's dive into the 7 tips then. I'm going to start somewhere super simple and probably the best place to start, and that's with your profile picture. So we're going to go over to my profile picture over here. And if we go here and go see profile picture, then this is going to come up. And this is essentially going to be your first impression, so to speak. You've probably heard the saying that first impressions count, and you obviously want to pick a picture that represents you well, is professional, looks good lighting, and looks inviting as well, you know? Like, think about it logically. You want to be someone who seems approachable, because especially if you're trying to build your business on social media, you want to be someone who comes across as approachable. And I think a profile picture can either say that or not say that, and you want to try and lean towards it saying that, so that people feel comfortable communicating with you through social media. So that's the first step. And again, this is going to vary from coach to coach, brand to brand, and you want to pick something that represents you and represents your brand. But the last thing you want to do, in my opinion, is put a logo up there, because unless you're Nike or Under Armour or a big name, no one's going to recognize it, and they want to connect with you. They want to connect with a human being, and they don't want to just connect with a logo, because there's nothing to connect with. It's just a piece of artwork. And so if you put a photo of you, that's going to be the most effective thing that you can do with your Facebook profile. All right, so tip number 2 is optimize your cover photo. And there's 2 ways you can go about this. You can see right now that I've just got a behind the scenes photo of me and my business partner talking about business on our laptops. And that represents our brand pretty well, right? We're business owners. We often work from our laptops. In fact, we're always on our laptops, and it represents our brand very well. And it's a professional image, and it's a behind the scenes image of what we do day to day. There's not some just random picture here that has no relevance to what we do, but also there's no sales message in it. You could go down that route of saying, I help these people do this thing, and you can definitely go down that path, but I've chosen this path because I don't want to come off too strong, and I'm a service first, sales second business, right? It's all about service, it's not about sales, and I don't want to come across as salesy. I'm sure you don't too. And so I've not got a big salesy message here. I've just got a behind the scenes image that represents my brand really well, and as a byproduct, I've noticed that a lot more people are willing to connect with me versus having this big, bold sales message at the top here. So that's tip number 2. All right, so tip number 3 is leverage your bio. And you can see here that the bio is also something you'd call the intro, and it's found at the top of the profile here, right? And this is your opportunity to explain who you help and how you help them. So it's not a sales message, it's just a description or an intro or a bio, right? And this is just going to give people who are seeing your profile the opportunity to see if you're someone that they want to follow, or someone that they want to connect with, or someone that they want to maybe explore more of the content from, right? And that's going to be really key, especially as you're building your brand on social, to identify who you're serving and how you're serving them. And you can see here that I've got helping personal trainers launch and grow an online business. And so any personal trainer who is looking at my profile, who fits into that category and wants to do that thing, may want to connect, may want to look at some of my content and see if I could be a good fit to help them. And the same will be true for you if you really leverage that intro or bio section at the top of your profile. Tip number 4 is leverage your link section. And so your link section is down here, okay? And you can get into there by going to edit details. And if you scroll down, there's going to be an option here to essentially put in some things that you want to put in here. So you can put in websites, yeah. And here I've put in basically our link to our Facebook group. And the reason I've chosen to do that is because people are on Facebook already. So it just makes sense to keep them on Facebook and drive them to the Facebook group, where we're sharing more content, more trainings, more resources, more information about what we do. And so there's an option there to go and find the Facebook group from my personal profile. Now you may want to have something else like your website. You may want want to drive them to a different location. But I've chosen to put Facebook in there because they're already on Facebook, and that's what they're most likely to do because they're a Facebook user. Then I've got a link here to my other social, and the other social that I want people to connect with me on is my LinkedIn. This is a prominent platform that I use, and I want to give them the opportunity that if they're also LinkedIn users to connect over there, because then we're connected in two places, and then we've got a higher probability of building a relationship. And the same will be true for you and your audience. The more places that you can connect with people, if you have those places available, then essentially that's going to lead to you building a stronger relationship, building it faster. As a byproduct, they may become a customer. So that's what you can do if you edit those link sections. All right, so the next section and the next tip is tip number 5. And tip number 5 is build out your featured section down here on the left. So you can see here it says edit featured. And if you click on this, you can basically add in these little albums. And I've got lifestyle and I've got client results. And so you can do whatever you want to do here, but I've included lifestyle because I want to give people the opportunity to get to know me, get to see what I like to do, where I like to go, what I'm interested in. And I'm spending time with my partner, and we're traveling, and we're spending time with that dog, and we're going on walks, and we're drinking coffee. And I just want people to get a sense of who I am. And so we've got the lifestyle content in there so they can see in a snapshot the type of things I like to do, type of places I like to go, and type of person I am, to see if they connect with that. But more importantly is the client results. And this is great. And this is something I'd advise for everyone. If you've got some client results already, put those in the featured section. It's another place where people could find social proof or results that you've been able to get with clients. And as a byproduct, that's going to build more trust, build more authority, and ultimately help you with generating online clients, right? Because if people can see that you can get results, they see that actually you're solving people's problems, and they can see that you're helping them fix the things that you're stating or promising in your profile, then that is actually going to lead you to getting more clients. And so really simple thing to do is leverage that featured section. You can put in some lifestyle stuff, you can put in some client wins and client results, and as a byproduct, that's just an easy win to help strengthen your profile. All right, so tip number 6, and this is one of my favorites actually, and this is something that a lot of people overlook, but on Facebook, you can essentially pin a post to the top of your profile. And you can see here it says pinned post. You can see that basically got this post that I created in February. It was earlier this year, and this post got a lot of interest. It got a lot of traction, and you can see we're now up to 715 comments. And essentially, I created a resource, I created a training, something valuable that I knew my audience wanted, and I put it into a post and I said, hey, who wants it? As a byproduct, a lot of people raised their hands, and as a byproduct of that, a lot of these people who engaged in this post later would become clients because they got something of value. We had a conversation, we decided it would be a good fit to work together, and as a byproduct, we started working together on their business. And this all started with this pinned post, and it was so successful and worked so well that I didn't want it to just disappear and be forgotten. And check this out, this is super interesting. So this was posted in February 13th, and this is now June 22nd, and it's still getting interest and still getting comments. So people, as they come into my network, who find me and connect with me, they're now seeing this post that has been crafted and pinned to the top of my profile, and they're engaging with it. And then the more the engagement, the more people want to engage with it, right? Because as human beings, when lots of people are doing one thing, lots of other people also start engaging in that thing too, because there's social proof. That's legitimate social proof, right? When other people are doing it, then it must be something worth having or doing or following. And so this is why it just constantly keeps generating interest, generating conversations, and it allows me to just connect with my audience by sharing value first. And so that's just a really simple thing you can do, and this can really help you with generating clients as well through Facebook. All right, so we're into the 7th and final tip, and the 7th one is turn your profile into professional mode. So you'll notice through this entire video, I'm actually on my personal profile here. I'm actually on my personal profile. This is not a business account, and the reason I've done that is because I can get so much more organic reach from my personal profile. When I do a post on my personal profile, it destroys my business page reach because it's a personal profile. However, Facebook have identified that people are using their personal profiles for business, and so what they've allowed people to do right now is turn their personal profiles into professional accounts, and you can do that too. And if you click on these 3 dots here, there's going to be an option down here, and you can see here it says turn off professional mode. For you, if you've not got it in professional mode, it will allow you to turn it on, and then as a byproduct of turning it on, you then get some extra tools, and those features just allow you to expand and grow your business easier and faster. And essentially, if you look here, you can see that you get insights, and if you click on insights, you can see certain things here: post impressions, post reach, post engagements, and you you can essentially use this tool to then analyze what is working and what isn't working on your profile by having it in professional mode so that you can create more of the relevant content. It also makes you more discoverable in searches, right? It also gives you a little bit more of a muscle because each account has a muscle to perform, and being in professional mode allows you to do a little bit more, like a little bit more connecting, a little bit more messaging. And so there's many benefits to having that pro mode on, but the biggest one is the analytics, right? Because then you can really analyze what is working well and you can do more of that. So there you have it. Those are your tips when it comes to leveraging and optimizing your Facebook profile for generating clients and generating business. And if you found this video useful, then please hit that like button down below so I know. And if you feel like this content is resonating with you, there's plenty more on this channel, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, follow along, and check out some of the other content that you'll find on this channel, but also coming to this channel in the near future. All right, take care.